Welcome to Bruised but Not Broken. I have a couple of announcements that I want to make before I get into what I want to discuss today. First announcement is I received a couple of emails from someone that, well, some people that wanted readings. Um, if you email me, I will definitely get back to you on how you can pay for it because I know one of the questions was how can you pay for a reading. So email me again. I'm sorry. Just email me and put your name, and I'm talking to several people. Put your name, and then what I can do is I can either record it or I can send it in an email. So you just let me know which way you want to do it. And again, if you go to my channel, my email is in the description box along with everything else. Okay. Secondly, my book is finished. Thank God. Thank the universe. Thank spirit. Thank everybody because I had to go through some stuff to get that book finished. Yeah. But it is finished and it will be on Amazon tomorrow. It was up on Amazon yesterday, but I found a couple of errors, so I had to redo it. For some reason, if you send it one way, when they get through with it, it doesn't look like the way you sent it. So I don't know what that's about, but it's definitely going to be on Amazon tomorrow. Um, what else? Hope everyone has had a great weekend. Uh, thirdly, let me just thank everyone for their support, for the readings, for just being there. Because these last couple of weeks definitely have been something for me. Definitely going through the dark night of the soul. But and I'm not finished, I know, because today I've been all out of whack today for some reason. I don't know why, but I have been. Um, but let's go into what I want to talk about. I want to talk about setting boundaries. Okay, and usually when you talk about or when you hear about setting boundaries, um, people look at it as a rule. Like, oh, okay, so I got to act this way, I got to act that way. It's not about that. Setting boundaries is protection for you. And if you're in a relationship, it's protection for your partner. The boundaries are set there because, unfortunately, if you don't tell people how you want to be treated, they tend to treat you the way they want to. So boundaries are set there, so it's put in place so people can know what you'll accept and what you won't accept. This is not going beyond and saying, okay, no, you made this huge mistake. That's it. That's not that. You can work from that, but I think the boundaries need to be in place. And I've learned that firsthand because I am a person that has learned that one of my qualities, or I don't know if it's a quality, but I'm going to say it's a quality, is people pleasing. And that's looking beyond what I want just to make someone else happy. So I think when boundaries are set, that stops you from doing that. It may not stop the other person from doing what they want to do, which if that's what they want to do, they're going to do it anyway. But it sets boundaries for yourself. It protects you. And yes, boundaries are hard to stick to. But what I've learned in my journey and with going my dark night of the soul, going through my healing process, I definitely had to look at myself and look at different things in life. Okay. So the way I'm going to start out is about this guy named Wayne Dyer. This was given to me while I was in meditation. And Wayne Dyer talks about this orange. And I'm paraphrasing it now, but I'm going to read it. But he talks about this orange, and he talks about when you squeeze the orange, what comes out. Naturally, if you squeeze the orange juice comes out. You don't get apple juice, you don't get grapefruit juice, you get orange juice, right? So, with a metaphor, put you in place. When someone squeezes you or triggers you or get you to the point where you're upset, what comes out of you? Is it I ignore what was done to me and I keep allowing it? Do I get angry? Or do I just sit back, try to think it through, and decide from there what's best for me? Because setting boundaries is definitely something that's going to be best for you. And like I said, if you're in a relationship, then this also protects you as well as it protects your partner. It's never about making rules. But when people hear boundaries, they automatically think it's a rule. No, it's not a rule. It's something I have to set for myself to keep my peace. Okay? So let me read it to you. Wayne Dyer said, there's this metaphor of an orange. You take an orange and you squeeze it. Squeeze it as hard as you can, and then ask yourself, when you squeeze the orange, what comes out, right? Say no matter how many times you squeeze it, apple juice won't come out. Grapefruit juice won't come out. Say the only thing you will ever get when you squeeze an orange is orange juice. Okay? It said the next question is why? Why? Why when you squeeze an orange juice come out? It say the next he say the why because the only thing in it is orange. It's an orange. So you're not going to get anything else out of that orange when you squeeze it except for orange juice. Okay? And it says by saying something that you don't like, or it goes into talking about when someone says something you don't like. Okay? It say the next question is, it say, now look at you. When somebody squeezes you by saying something that you don't like or do something, it goes on and say, pay attention how you react when someone treats you in a way that is undesirable. And notice how it makes you feel and how you react in this place. You will find there is still areas of your life that need healing. Boundaries are about, for me, it was about healing. It was about setting boundaries that, I mean, let's be honest. People will take you for granted if you don't set boundaries. They'll tend to do something that they do over and over and over again. And the majority of the time, it's only because you allowed it. You allowed it the first time. So then when it happened again, they felt like, oh, okay, well, they're not going to be mad or they're not going to be upset. They'll get over it. But that's not the case. A lot of times, I've been reading a lot lately, and a lot of times people will keep doing stuff. My ex-husband will keep doing stuff and doing it and doing it and doing it until eventually I got tired. I got tired of it because I knew the kind of person I was, and the kind of person I was didn't deserve that. Okay. So boundaries is good so that you don't go through that. And the reason why I say so you don't go through that, it does mean that if you set a boundary, you have to hold yourself accountable for that. You can't keep allowing hurt and pain to come to you when you know that's not right. It's not that that person is evil. It may not be that that person is trying to hurt you like that. But if you don't set boundaries, then where's your limit? Where's your limit to where you say, I'm not going to take this anymore? Or do you even say it? Do you say it? So boundaries are definitely there for protection. Boundaries are definitely there for you to heal yourself and protect yourself. You have to. Y'all know what I'm doing when I'm looking over here. I'm looking at my computer. Um, so it's put there so that you can protect yourself. Okay. I got two computers open, so it's kind of driving me crazy right now. Usually I have my phone, but I hate the fact that my app keep closing and I have to keep opening it. So that's why I don't have my phone. I just decided to use the computer. But anyway, just keep in mind that the anytime you have to set boundaries, there's healthy boundaries and then there's boundaries that, like I say, people, all of them should be healthy, but you have to know what things are going on in your life that's causing you to feel like this is this is not what I thought it was going to be, or this is not working out the way I thought it was going to be. So you have to continually, okay, y'all, wait a minute. My computer always wants to act up. It's going to make me use my phone, and I didn't want to. But it's the quickest way I can get to it. Sorry about this, y'all. It's a rule. It's not a rule. So it goes on to say some people will confuse grudges with a boundary. It say grudges is when you drink the poison and expecting that person to die from it. That's a grudge. That's a grudge. I'm not going to die if you drink the poison. Please know that, sir or ma'am. I'm not. It also says that it says, wait a minute. Come on, Lisa. Okay. It says boundary is when you see someone who drinks the poison and expect you to die. Boundaries is when you see someone for who they are and you don't allow them access back to your peace, not back to your life, back to your peace. Like your boundary is set there so that you can have peace in a situation. And you can do this on the job. You can do this with your friends, with your family. You want to set boundaries, right? And it says some people can think that you're very picky because you set boundaries. That's the way I say it's about rules, but it's not. It's about you keeping your peace. It said your boundaries are there to protect you and the other person. So while on this journey, you're searching for peace, stop allowing people to come in and disturb your peace. So the boundaries are there just so that you can have peace in a situation. It's not about, and sometimes people will continue to disturb your peace and sometimes you move on. And like I say, using my ex-husband as an example, at some point in time, my peace was gone. And once my peace is gone, then I know I gotta go. Because you're not gonna drive me there. No. So it says when you work hard on having your peace, you're very picky on who you allow access to it. Your boundaries are there to protect you and the other person. While on this journey, you're searching for peace. Stop allowing people to come in and disturb your peace. But I had to decide what was more important to me, this person or my peace. Of course, I choose my peace. And like I said, this is not saying that a situation or a relationship or a job related situation can't work out. Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't have peace on your job. You're not going, well, I don't know. Sometimes I have, but you're not going to quit your job because you don't have peace. But sometimes you have to choose, is it my job or my peace? And I like peace. I'm sorry. It say if you come into my life and you intentionally want to come in and disturb my peace while playing mind games, as much as I want this person in my life, I want my peace even that much more. Which again, we talk about, having peace. It's not about not having a relationship. It's just having peace within that relationship. It's a boundary show where one thing ends and another begins. Meaning your boundaries set the stage for, say it's a brand new relationship. Okay. Your boundaries, which to me, it that's when you want to set your boundaries, not after someone uh did whatever they had to do and they figured they had you figured out, and then one day you said, no, I got a boundary. Then they shocked as hell because it was like, well, shit, you ain't had one for all this time and now you got one. Yeah, I do. I got one. It took me a while to find it, but I got one. So it's a boundaries in a relationships are kind of like this. They help each person figure out where one person ends and the other person begins. In short, boundaries help you define what you're comfortable with and how you could like to be treated. That's all it is. It's about speaking. It's about saying what you want, saying what you expect from your job, your relationship, your children. It's about just speaking that. And when you speak that, it's this is the way I want to be treated. And if you set a boundary, or I, like I said, I like to use if I set a boundary and I still see the same pattern, eventually, y'all have heard me say it before, it takes me a long time. But eventually, I have to start focusing on me when it comes to my peace, when it comes to what's best for me. Okay? Because my thing of it is that we should want the same things. And if we don't want the same things, then why are we even trying? If we don't want the same things, it's a waste, right? It's a do relationships need boundaries? Boundaries are the integral part of healthy relationships because they help to maintain a balance between you and your partner. Again, it's not about setting rules. It's about being able to protect your peace and them being able to protect their peace. They should have boundaries too. That don't work one side. They should have boundaries too. This accept and this is what I won't accept. You have boundaries. This is what I accept and this is what I won't accept. When it comes to the treatment of me and my peace. Okay? It's a having boundaries can bring you closer to your partner. So when you sit, and like I say, I'm a Libra, we big on communication. Okay. When you sit down and you have a conversation with someone, and the conversation is always one-sided, like I can express what I feel and you can express what you feel, but if I sit up and don't do what you feel, then that means it's one-sided. It's not gonna work. It's just come to a place where you have to sit down and think, okay, well, this not working. It's not. And it's not a anger, it's not a mad. It may be hurtful, but if it don't work, it don't work. It's that simple. You move on. You know? It says also there's what we call emotional boundaries. It's and emotional boundaries is dismissing and criticizing somebody. If every time you talk to somebody and they dismissing how you feel, everything is your fault, you being criticized on if you bring up, well, I didn't like the fact that you did this, then somehow it turned around and it's on you. That's not a healthy boundary. That's someone that is violating your very boundary, violating your peace. It's asking questions that are not appropriate for a relationship, or having conversation that you know is not appropriate. Like, I can't even give examples. I just refuse. But having conversations that you know that is like, really? Did you just okay? Reading or going through personal or emotional information, that's checking the phones and having to look up on your emails and all that not good, not good boundaries. Because if you have to do all that, then it's, again, What's the purpose? Because it's something about that person that you don't trust, or it's something about that person you feel like you can manipulate. Because when I look at dismissing conversations, dismissing how I feel, then to me that's manipulation. When everything I say, it's my fault. Everything I say. And it say asking people to justify their feelings. You don't have to justify my feelings. All I ask you to do is listen to them. And that's what it comes to when it comes to setting boundaries. You're not asking somebody to justify you. You're trying to keep your peace. Okay? So you're trying to keep your peace, then you're going to set boundaries. It has to be in place. It has to be in place. Assuming we know how people feel. Taking some, oof, I raised my hand. Taking something and just going with it. But if I don't know and there's no information, then yeah, that's me. I run with it. And I will admit that. And that's what I'm working on for myself. For myself. Is telling other people how you feel. You can't tell your partner how you feel, but you go and tell somebody else how you feel. That's not setting healthy boundaries. Or you go because something didn't work out the way that you wanted to go work out, then you go badmouth the other person like they crazy, they this, they that. Oh yeah, it was too much drama, it was too much confusion. Why didn't I know that? Why didn't why didn't that conversation come to me? Because that's part of what happened in my ex marriage. Let's badmouth her. Let's not look at the I done. Let's just talk about her instead of coming to me, right? It said, what are good boundaries? Healthy boundaries define who you are in a relationship to others. It say they also help us to know what's the extent and limits are with others. If you set a boundary and say, well, we not together, we just seeing each other and I can see who I want to see and I can be with who I want to be. You can. You can. But if I choose not to accept that, then bye. Bye. It's not saying that your boundaries have to fit somebody else. Like I said, your boundaries don't have to be justified by the other person. Only thing you're trying to work towards is your peace. When you setting your boundaries, you're just trying to make sure you have peace within you. It's not about the other person. It's about you and you finding your peace, right? It say, why is setting boundaries so hard? And I just explained that. The reason why people feel that it's hard to set boundaries is because they're more concerned of how this person is going to react. Or the person may react like, oh, you trying to control me. No, it's not about controlling you. It's about me keeping my peace. It's never about controlling you because I can't. So when I'm talking to you about how things can be better. Okay. But if you choose to ignore it or not talk about it, then that lets me know that my boundaries don't matter, or the things that matter to me doesn't matter to you. And I'm only using me because I don't like to use other people. I like to talk about me. Okay. And it says some people can't set boundaries because they don't yet care enough about themselves to preserve their sanity and space. If you don't set boundaries, then what this is saying that you don't care about your sanity. You don't care about your peace. All you care about is that person being with you. All you care about it, and we all been there. We all been there. You're just more concerned about them than about you. when you have to get in a place where you're concerned about you first. You have to be concerned about how things affect you and your sanity in your space, right? It's a you communicate self-respect by imposing boundaries. Self-respect. And like I say, I've been bad about it. I've been bad about it, like I said, with my ex. I didn't set boundaries, but at that time, I just didn't feel like I needed to, but Lord knows I did. But I didn't set boundaries, right? I didn't say, this is what I'll put up with and this is what I want. Because I've been so used to all my life people pleasing. I've been that since I can remember. But then it goes back to the trauma that we faced in our younger years that made us feel like if we act a certain way or we said a certain thing or we spoke up for ourselves, then all hell would break loose. And to be honest, all hell does break loose because you don't do it. Because you don't set boundaries, then that's when all the hell breaks loose. It's not because you set them that it breaks loose. It's because you don't set them that it breaks loose. Okay? We teach people how to treat us by showing them how we treat ourselves. So and I agree to this when it comes to we do. How we treat ourselves is how somebody else is going to treat us. If they think that we have low self-esteem, and at that point, maybe we do. Okay? This is all about healing. Okay? So at some point, maybe we have so low self-esteem. So guess what? That person's going to treat you like you got low self-esteem. If you're not confident in yourself, how can you expect someone else to be confident in you? If you don't think you're beautiful, how can you expect somebody else to think you're beautiful? If you got a cold heart, you kind of attract what you attract. You know what I'm saying? They have that where opposite attracts, and they do. They do because you've got a mile and you got a feisty one like me. But when it comes to you taking care of you, when you feel like the only way I can get my point across is if I hate you. And hate is such a strong word. I don't want to use hate. I dislike you at this moment. I'm very angry at this moment. But all that I'm feeling, I'm keeping inside because I don't want to share it. Because if I share it, you go instantly think it's an argument and it's a fight. But no, it's a conversation. It depends on how you look at it. But that's when you have to watch for manipulation. That's when you have to watch that if everything is your fault, somebody in denial, 9 times out of 10, it's not you. You can take ownership of your doing, but if everything you discuss or if you want to talk about something and it turns into you this and you that and you this and you that, again, talking about my ex, nothing was wrong. But it was my fault because, like I said, I went in without setting boundaries. And for people to understand that, you really have to go within. I feel like I'm not even explaining the depths of it because you really have to go within to understand that if somebody set a boundary, it's not against you. Stop acting like the victim. Stop acting like this because I said I don't want this done to me, then you a victim. How? How? How do my peace make you a victim? Because that's all I'm trying to have is peace, right? So it goes on to say, now 5 boundary setting basics in your life, right? It says, stop explaining yourself. Sorry you feel that way, sir or ma'am. Don't explain anymore. If if I'm explaining and it's going in one ear and it directly out the other one, I call it my shutdown. That's what I do. I shut down. I stop explaining because there's no sense in it. It's no sense in me explaining because you've already lined it up to where it's going to be my fault regardless to how I explain it. So stop explaining. And it says, seriously, just stop and stop immediately. Okay? It says, stop making yourself vulnerable. Stop being so vulnerable. Stop being allowing things to happen to you because you scared you're going to lose something. I'm a firm believer that's what's meant for me. And I say it all the time. I do not chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me. If it's not meant for me, okay, next. You know, I was listening at this guy. Y'all know I got some silly shit to say. I was listening at this guy on TikTok. And I really think Libra would get a bad rap. I really do. Because when I was listening at him, I was like, that is not me. But let this guy tell it. All Libras are flirtatious. Like they flirt. And anybody know me know I'm not a flirter. I don't go around flirting. Right? Matter of fact, if you don't say nothing to me, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. That's how I am. But he was saying that he was giving an example about the signs that when y'all break up or when you stop talking, these are the signs that will act, you'll think y'all never existed in their life. And they say the first one, Libra, because Libra gonna go flirt with somebody else anyway, or Libra was already flirting with somebody when you stopped, when y'all was still together. And I'm like, that's not, I even put on this thing, I say that is so not me, and I know I'm a Libra. I know I'm a Libra, but that's not me. But it was saying stop being vulnerable, stop accepting stuff, stop allowing things that you know, because you got a instinct, you got a gut, you got a feeling that, okay, how can I stop this? Because this doesn't feel right. Stop it immediately. Like they said, don't wait. Stop it immediately. Because if you don't, then guess what? It's going to continue and continue and continue. And then guess what? Now it's so out of hand. When you do try to stop it, it's going to be like, well, shit, you're going to have to leave the whole damn relationship. Because they're going to look at you like, this ain't how you used to be. No, but I'm healed. I'm getting healing now. So this is how I am now. Okay? It also says, stop looking for atonement. Stop looking for people to accept you. Don't look for somebody atonement. No, you accept me or you don't. I'm not bending over backwards. I'm not turning flips. I'm not jumping rope. I'm not doing any of those things. I used to, but I'm not doing any of those things. Because it says when you look for atonement, when you look for someone else to, how do I want to put it? Validate you. That's the word. When you look for someone else to validate you and you don't get it, you know what happens? Your self-esteem go low, low, low. Because you're looking for someone else to validate who you are. I don't need you to validate me. I'm fine. You may not like me the way I am, but validation, no, I've never needed it. Never. Right? The second thing is stop expecting them to change. Again, when you're setting boundaries, you're not setting boundaries because you're setting rules and you want them to change. All you're setting boundaries for is your peace. It's not about changing them. And for me, I don't think it's Thank you, Spirit. It's not about changing them. What it's about is, if you care enough for me, and if I say we're got a problem, then some of that, something in you, if you care about the way I feel, something in you ought to say, okay, I'm going to stop doing it. And when I say I'm going to stop doing that, maybe it's blaming every time something come up. An apology every now and then. You know, it's those things. It's not about changing anyone, because again, you can't change anyone. People are going to be who they are. I'm going to be who I am. You're going to be who you are. But if it's so important to you and you see a problem and that person is important to you, you're going to try to make some accommodations. That's how I feel. Everybody may not feel like that, but I do, especially if you want the relationship or whatever it is to work, even at your job, even with your kids, right? And it says, stop excusing them, meaning stop saying, making these excuses for the way they treat you. There's no excuse. Oh, that's just the way they are. Or they came and did this and now they okay. I did that. I did. I'm not talking about nothing I didn't do. Let's get that straight first. I'm not on here saying I did set boundaries. I'm not on here saying I didn't look for validation. I'm not on here saying I didn't complain. I'm not saying none of that. But when I started going through my healing, it made me look inside of me. Looking inside of me was reckless. I didn't have peace. I would go days without sleeping. Without sleeping. Who does that? And I still do that now. But it's different now. Because now, well, I was up writing a book. But I was so stressed that I wasn't sleeping. That's when it gets bad. When it gets to where you're unhappy and you feel like you're stuck and you have to stay stuck, that's unhealthy. Because what are you putting on your health? What are you thinking about when it comes to your health? When it comes to taking care of you, right? And it says also, if you have healthy boundaries, you might share personal information appropriately, not too much and not too little. That's what they say, not me. It says, understand your personal needs and wants and know how to communicate them. Know what you want. If it's a relationship, know what you want out that relationship. Know what you expect out that relationship. If it's a job, you know, after the interview, they ask you, do you have any questions for us? Yes, ma'am. Mine usually when the first payday. But yeah. You know, even on your job, they ask you that at an interview. So what do you expect from us? What do you expect? Now, you can't go in there and say, well, I want to be CEO tomorrow. No, you can't do that. But they allow you to explain the things that you will expect from them, and they'll tell you what they expect from you. What is that? Setting boundaries. That's all it is. It's setting healthy boundaries. And unfortunately, everybody needs to set them. I'm sorry. They do. It says value your own opinion. Don't rely on somebody else's opinion of you. Because if you did, then you'll be like I was. Okay, well, maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was me. Maybe. No, in the hell it wasn't. It was only me when I was doing it. It's not me if you doing it. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion of me is your opinion. And like I say, when somebody stresses their opinion, whether you agree or don't agree, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Does it make it right? No. Does it make it true? No. It's your opinion. So why am I going to take on your opinion of me when I know me better than anybody? Right? And it says, except when others tell you no. If somebody say no, don't get mad. Don't get petty. Don't get vindictive. Just accept no. It's two little letters. No. Don't get mad. And that was me. Again, like I touched on last week, I was raised a spoiled brat. I was. And I'll be the first to admit it. I didn't want for shit when I was little. But guess what? The only thing that hurt me is I grew up expecting that from everybody. No. What do you mean, no? No. But then I had to learn, no, it's okay. It's not personal. It's just no. It's not, hell, try me tomorrow. I might say yeah, but today it's no. And it said, don't be afraid to say no. Just like don't be afraid to voice if something doesn't feel right. Or don't be afraid to say, I don't like it when you do this. It makes me feel this way. Set those boundaries. And like I say, it's not just for one person. If it's a partner, relationship, job, whatever, children, set those boundaries so they'll know that, okay, well, no, if I cross this line, I know she's going to go in the quiet mode. Because I am. I am. And every lesson that I've learned, though they may have been harsh lessons, I can thank people. Thank you. Because now I'm a little wiser. Just like when I divorced my husband. I was married twice, so I'm talking about the second one. When I divorced him, I learned a lot. I learned more about me trying to hold on to something, knowing that it was over a long time ago. But when I was letting it go, it was because I was ready to leave the earth. Been that depressed before. I know what this feels like. I don't want that kind of life for me. I don't. I want peace. I want to laugh and talk and just have fun. And be honest, I'm getting used to being by myself. Hell, I've been divorced for 8 years. So I was sharing with my older sister about this one time. I said, I think I'm kind of getting used to it. Because my peace is now becoming more important to me than someone in their shenanigans. I'm going to say that. I'd rather be at peace with myself. And if you can't be at peace with me, I don't want you with me either. That's just horrible. It's horrible growing up or being in a relationship where you no longer feel the same, or what you thought was one way turned out to be another way. That's a hard pill to swallow. So that's why it's important that you set those boundaries first. And if you haven't set them, it's and I hate to say set. I don't like that word. Let me just say that. I don't like that word because to me, when I'm setting something, I feel like I'm forcing, right? And that's just maybe the way I think. Everybody else may not think like that. But I just feel like instead of setting boundaries, just communicate. Just communicate. If it's something that you're struggling with, or if it's something that someone else, maybe your partner is struggling with, talk about it. It's called setting boundaries, but I just don't like that. It just, I don't know, it has some type of tone to it that I don't like. But do it. Communicate. Say what you need to say. Say how you expect to be treated. Say what you think is disrespectful, and vice versa. It's okay. It's okay. Because like I say, if they want you, job two, they want you, they're gonna make the necessary sacrifices for that to make sure it works. But if you sit closed mouth and don't say nothing, then that kind of allows them to treat you any kind of way they want to. And it's not their fault. Like I say, a lot of people don't do things out of I want to hurt you. It's some of it's habit. You know, I used to tell my husband, he used to say it all the time. I made a mistake. And now you say, oh, I like to say it that word, but I'm not gonna say it. But I used to say, no, a mistake is one time. 2 and 3 and continue. That's a damn habit. That's not a mistake. That's a habit. So if you set your boundaries and it continues, then just know it's probably not going to change, because somewhere along the way, somebody's not doing their part to communicate. They're not doing their part to express how they feel. So when things come up and you decide, okay, well, okay, I'm done, then you're shocked. Why? Because I'm very vocal. And I don't mean vocal in a mean way. I'm vocal even if one thing I see I don't like, I'm going to say, okay, well, I don't like that. Now, it's up to you whether you listen to me or not, but I'm going to still say it. I'm going to even say stuff that may be wrong, because that's just who I am. I do shit like that. But I will also apologize too. I don't have a problem with saying, okay, yeah, I was wrong. I'll laugh it off too. Well, yeah, shit, yeah, I was wrong. I shouldn't have acted. But at the same time, give me the same thing in return. Don't act like if I give you, say I can't or I won't do this, then here come the petty shit. Let me just put it out there. The petty shit. Now I'm just this bad person. Get the anywho, staying on topic. It says, except when others say no. I told you that. If somebody says no, don't get offended. Don't be humiliated. Don't be sad about it. Shit, just accept it. It's no. Now, I'm not saying that you may not be hurt, because you might be. But don't be hurt to where you turn it into something petty. That's so immature to me. Don't turn it into something petty. Because who wins when you do that? It doesn't bother the person that you're being petty with, because they gone on. So guess what that means? Like I read earlier, you want to drink the poison and expect me to die? No, that's not going to happen. That's not how that works. If you drink the poison, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be you that die, not me. And I don't mean die in a literal sense. I mean go through some shit. But people will do that. They'll get mad when you don't do what they want you to do. Then criticism comes. Really? That's what we do in 2021. We criticize when we don't get our way. Immature. Immature. It also says, how do you not let someone ruin your peace? It say, as much as we like to, we can't make another person think, feel, or behave in a certain way. We can't do it. We may like to do it, but we can't. It was told to me one time, people gonna do what they want to do. And I never forgot it, because it made me realize and take stock that, you know what, that makes so much sense. They're gonna do what they want to do. I may stress a little, I may be upset a little, but when I decide that, okay, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, then accept that. Don't be mad about it. Accept it. It says, all you can control is your response. What did I tell you earlier? Somebody say something about you, criticize you because you haven't set your boundaries yet. So they full force. They every time something come out of their mouth, it's about you. You this, you that. What I tell you say? I'm sorry you feel that way, sir or ma'am. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna raise my voice anymore. For what? Your opinion of me is already made. Why would I argue with it? So I'm going to accept it. And I'm not going to respond in a way that you think I'm a response. Because, like I say, I can get belligerent, but I'm trying to change that in me. I don't want to be that person. I've had things where I've lost control, which made me change the way I do things because I got that angry. And when it happened, I'm panicking because I'm like, what if this happened? And what if this happened? Because out of anger, out of anger. So, no, your response should be, sorry you feel that way, sir or ma'am. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Just, I get it. I get it. Then ask for a change. If you think the other person is capable of change, you can ask for a specific change in behavior. That's what I just said a minute ago. You can ask for change, but that doesn't mean that person's going to change. I just think that somebody that truly loves somebody that truly cares about someone that they're with, they'll make the necessary changes. Now, if somebody just so bullheaded to where they just won't change, then that's your warning. That's your red flag, like the cards say. That's your red flag. Because you have to be able to say what you want or won't, what you want or will accept. Okay, it says set limits. Set limits. Okay, you got 3 times, and sometimes 3 times to me. You got 3 times. If I don't see no change, I can't stay in here like this. I can't stay in this situation like this. I can't stay on this job with every time I walk in, I'm ready to slang somebody on the floor. I can't do that. Because I'm not only going to lose my job, I'm going to go to jail probably. So setting boundaries, setting limits, and be accepting. Like I say, it's not a one-sided situation. It's two. Sometimes it's more than two. It just depends on how you roll. It might be your job, it might be whatever. But you always want to set those boundaries, right? They say here are simple guides to inner peace. Okay. Take control over your thoughts. And y'all know I'm still working on it. Just know I'm still working on it. Okay. Just give me that much credit. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just give me that much credit. I'm still working on my thoughts. Stop worrying about what other people think. I already said that. Sorry you feel that way, sir or ma'am. I can't change the way you feel. I can't change the way you think. about me. But the way you think about me doesn't mean I'm that way. It's just your opinion. Now, if I'm doing shit and you know I'm doing it, then yeah, that's me, right? And then that's where I have to work on my change. That's where I have to say, okay, it's time for me to get some, and which I did. It's time for me to get my thoughts together. It's time for me to back up. It's time for me to heal me because I'm facing too much going on in my life. Not even about relationship. I mean, in general. I'm going through too much to be sitting up here adding on. I can't afford it. It says, don't compare yourself to others. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't compare yourself. If somebody saw somebody out there cute and oh, she cute as I don't know what. Okay. So what I'm supposed to feel like I'm ugly? No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. She a size 8, you a size 10. Okay. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Which I don't think that's something somebody should do anyway, but hey, we get all kinds in 2021. It says slow down, think. And when you think about it if you're rushing. And when I say rushing, I don't mean rushing like into a relationship. I mean rushing like your thoughts. Or your thoughts are just like out of control. They just like mine be sometimes. But it's the Libra in me. It be going. But again, Libras are swords. Swords are mine. We stay in our mind. So I need people to give me a break because that's what my sign does. My sign keeps me up here. Okay. It says find healthy ways to express negative emotions, like I said. So thank you, Spirit. I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. Uh Find healthy ways to express negative emotion. Again, if something going one way and you don't like the way that it's going, first communicate. Secondly, if it gets so unhealthy for you, take a walk. I meditate. When my mind starts jumping up in here, I now got it to where it's okay, something ain't right. Let me meditate. That's what I do. And it makes me feel better. Like literally before I came on here, because I woke up. First, I woke up mad. Don't ask me why, because I can't tell you. I don't know why. I slept by myself, so it wasn't nobody here that made me mad. But I woke up angry. Then as the day goes on, I'm feeling some type of way, and I don't know why I'm feeling this way. So I was like, okay, Spirit, let me just meditate. Because I don't want to get on here and my mind is just with an attitude. I don't want that. So I meditated, and when I finished, I was better. But again, maybe there was something that I needed to go through. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm so sick of these darn the way I wake up, the way I go to bed. It's busy. It's busy. And it says you can exercise, go for a walk, play music. That's another thing I do. I play music when I feel down in the dumps, and it's not sad music. Sometimes it is, but it's not sad music to where I'm crying and all that. It's just music that I like. Do arts. Writing a book helped me so much because even in writing it, I got a chance to learn a lot about me. And again, still didn't open a book. I completed a book without opening a book. Did not do it. Did not do it. It was universe, God, spirit just gave me everything to write down. Now, if the pages come out kind of messed up again, blame Amazon. It wasn't me. I sent them the right way. Okay. Um, so main thing is, I don't like saying set your boundaries. Communicate how you feel. If something makes you not feel comfortable, say you're not comfortable with it. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a conversation. That's all. That's all. And like I say, if they're there and they want to be with you, they don't mind you conversating. Matter of fact, most people like conversation. Most people. Only ones that don't like it is the one that got something to hide. Them the ones that don't want to communicate. Most of the people want to communicate so they can be on the same path, headed in the same direction. That's all setting boundaries is. Making sure you have your peace and making sure they have their peace. So let's see what else. I think that's it on my setting boundaries. Remember the orange. When you squeeze an orange, what comes out the orange? Orange juice, not apple juice, not grapefruit juice. When somebody squeezes you, what comes out? Anger, bitterness, hatred, tension, stress, fear. Pay attention to how you feel when somebody squeezes you in a way you don't want to be squeezed. I know that ain't right, but I like to see it. But that's when you go inside you and see why. Why does that hurt me? Why does that make me feel this way? Why does this anger me? Why do I want to get even? Why do I want to be petty when somebody do something to me? And I say that, but I'm not petty. I'm not. I was just using that as an example. I wasn't meaning mean per se, because I don't do petty. I might do a little anger, but I don't do no petty. But I'm getting better at that. I just, like I say, communicate. That's important. Okay. So I guess that's it. I'll do a reading for the person that's on here just to see what they got coming up this week. I done already did my sage, did my meditation, I did all that. So we good to go. Okay. But y'all remember, like I said, for the ones that may come back and look at this video that reached out to me about a reading, please email me. And the email is in the description box. Not on this one, but on my horoscope videos. Okay. Here, what I need to see. I did pretty good. I did an hour this time. What I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Let's see what come out. Key. I hope you can see it for the glare. It's a key. Oh, there you go. Key. Cross. Child. Flowers. Almost there. Two more. Garden. Lady. Okay. First thing I get out is family situation, and I'll show you why. I have the key, the cross, a child, some flowers, a garden, and a lady. I see family all over this. This is the house, right? This is the garden in the back of the house. This the roses. This the marriage. This the child. This the lady. Let's see. I'm gonna put them back like they were so I can see if I see anything else. With the child, I see transformation. Butterflies mean change. So something's about to change for the better. Butterflies are always for the better. First thing came to mind is, honey, I'm home. Y'all don't shoot me. I'm just saying. Let's see what the other cards got. For that spirit. Yes. Oh, I got a dog. A dog. A reunion, which looks like a wedding to me. But it says reunion. The dog is about faithfulness, okay? In case I didn't say, I don't think I said it. Sweetheart. Messenger. And love. In love. I don't know if you saw that. In love. Again, family situation. Dog. Husband, wife. Message to the lady. So you could be getting a message. This right here, I get somebody's watching a relationship, paying attention to a relationship. Look how she looking. Y'all know it could be male or female. Look, wow. Didn't I say the butterfly? Transformation. Big change is definitely coming. Let me see. Which cards I'm going to use these. For that spirit. Tower. Hangman. Judgment. King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. This is a fated event. Ten of Wands. And Knight. Is this the Knight? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Okay. So, at the... Y'all. Okay. Justice. I'm sorry. I did the cards. Y'all saw me. Justice of the Peace. Tower. Hangman. Judgment. Thank you. Boy, Spirit be giving me stuff, I swear. Okay, we have Justice of the Peace. We have the Tower. We have the Hangman. We have Judgment. This is somebody getting a karma. This is not you getting your karma. This is somebody else facing a karma. This is somebody that is looking at you in a situation and but hurt. Karma. Anytime the justice and judgment show up, there's somebody getting a karma. They all in their head with the hangman thinking about it. Shocked. Shocked. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't expect you to do what you did, whatever it was you did. They wasn't expecting it. Now they're getting their karma. King of Swords, that's somebody who speaks the truth. This The King of Swords is someone that speaks the truth, but they can be a little harsh with their truth. Like this, to me, always reminds me of a Gemini, which is a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But it reminds me because they speak their truth, but their truth is not timid. It's not a timid truth. It's a hardcore, yeah, this is my truth and I'm sticking to it. Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor. When you see the Wheel of Fortune, this is a fated event and it's all working out in your favor. Again, with, where it go? When the Justice card shows up, justice talks about everything working in your favor. Justice is Libra, right? Justice is the Libra card. But when people really look into what justice means, Libra, how do I explain it like this? Libra is the Justice card, right? When you think about justice, you think about things being fair. You think about the scales. See, she holding the scales. Things balancing out the way they should be. You think about court in favor. You think about like I said, justice of the peace. Somebody's looking at this situation and going through pure karma. I kid you not. Whether they admit it or not, they are looking at this situation and having karma all over them. And they stuck in their head about it. Look at it, upside down. But see, the hangman is somebody that even they like to say they stuck, but the hangman is somebody that's thinking, always thinking. Like you may haven't talked to this person in a while. This person just mind full blown, gone. Because they shocked. Then guess what is? They're stressing over the situation. They might want to come charging in. I wouldn't advise it, but they might want to. I'm just saying. Because if somebody want to come charging in. Because they stressing. They are stressing. Look at that. I can't make this shit up if I wanted to. Wheel of Fortune. Not the King of Swords. Somebody speaking their truth. This is a fated event. Speaking your truth. Fated event. Things turning around in your life. What wasn't is now is. That's how we look at it. What wasn't, you was going through struggle. Like I would like to look like that for me right now. Okay, I'm just saying. If you were going through hell before, the Wheel of Fortune, it's turning now. So what you're going through back then, now you're coming out and things are going to be better for you. That's what that says. And then again, the Justice card, everything working in your favor. While somebody over here having a damn tower moment and stressing the hell out. Look, and then my nose started itching. What else, Spirit? What else? High Priestess. So why I keep hearing like a buzzing? King of Cups. The World. Oh, okay. High Priestess, King of Cups, and the World. Again, things turning around. The World means ending of old cycles and beginning of new cycles. Okay? So things are turning in your favor, my dear. After ending Something with somebody that kept coming in and out, in and out. Knight of Wands is a person that comes in and out. Come, go. Come, go. You ended that. Baby. Nine of Pentacles is someone single. Okay. But this is also someone that's very independent, right? Two of Cups. What is that? Soulmate cards. I cannot make this crap up. Knight of Pentacles. That's that offer. Look. Somebody might be on block. You might have blocked somebody. Seven of Wands talks about being blocked, but it also talks about some. Look, yeah, acting like the wounded ass victim. Stop. Look, judgment again. Look, message again. Baby. Baby. Mm, mm, mm. Look at here. Somebody's definitely facing karma. Just seek. Just seek. I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot. Because you completed a cycle. You ended something. Where somebody was coming in and out, in and out. Now they see you've moved on and they having a damn tower moment. Too late. Tower for what? What else, Spirit? You deserve love. Right? You're lovable. Love yourself first. I said that today. Trust. You can trust this person. And it is safe for you to love. Cannot make it up. Flirt a little bit. Flirt. Flirt. Like they say Libras do. Flirt a little bit. Which I'm not a flirter. I don't know why they say that shit. I really don't. I don't flirt. I want to do one more with this deck. Because I see somebody facing judgment. I see somebody facing karma. I mean, judgment, karma, same thing. That's this week. This reading is for this week. Somebody in their feelings, feeling like the victim. Yeah. No, no, no. Two of Pentacles. You could be juggling a decision. Don't have to be a person. King of Wands. That's an action person. Look, Hermit. They gone within. I ain't laughing at nobody, Spirit. I'm not. Nine of Pentacles again. Okay. Come on, money. Come through. High Priestess again. That's somebody following their intuition, if I didn't say that. The High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about somebody following their intuition. Doing what's best for them. Having that gut feeling. This the one? Yes. Girl, look, justice again. Why somebody stuck? All in their head. Look, them swords. They seek. I'm not laughing at nobody. For real. I'm not. They seek. Because you done moved on. You done took action. Look. Soulmate. You got the King and the Queen of Wands. Anytime you have two suits, male and female, soulmate. Both of y'all really, look. Three of Wands. That's moving forward. Look, I cannot. Lovers. Soulmate card. Look. Ace of Cups. Love. Overflowing. I just can't. I wish I could read like this for myself. I cannot read for myself. Now, let's do one more deck. I got excited now. I didn't take them because I didn't shuffle. That's why I didn't take them. In case you wonder. Release. You release something. That destruction. This is the tower again. This, whoever this is, destruction talks about, see, destruction. Destruction is the tower card. The tower is someone is having a big ass tower moment because you release them. I'm telling you. We didn't have the tower how many times? 3 times. 3 times. Somebody is really in their heads, honey. Because you released them. You moved on. Yeah. You're ascending. You going high. You said, no, I don't want that leftover shit no more. Look, they wasn't woken. They unwaking. Unwaking. No, that's not. And you're not selling no more. Selling for what? And you're not chasing no more. Girl, get the hell. Lesson learned. I cannot make this shit up. Lesson learned. And somebody is upset. Look, you know your self-worth. See there? Well, I tell you. I don't know who it's for. But keep moving forward. Keep going forward. Because everything is lining up in your favor. Everything. Had the justice of the, look, I said justice of the peace. Had the justice card out here twice. Move forward. Everything's working in your favor. I told you, when the justice card appear, that means everything is working in your favor. And you had it twice. Move on. Move on. Things, that's your week. Just know that somebody in their head this week. Somebody's having restless nights like I used to. I think I showed you this, but it say it is safe for you to love. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Look. Spirit keeps showing me stuff. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. What do you see? Family. Look at that. I'm telling you, I don't do it. I let Spirit do it. I don't do it. I just want to see. I'm curious. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I want to see one more day. Now, if the tower come out in this one, I know something. What is Spirit? Show me. Spirit say, I already showed you. You got the Prince of Cups, King of Cups. That's somebody offering love. King of Cups is someone overflowing with love. But they may not, I don't want to say they don't, but what they do is they more or less show it, right? They may show it more than they say it. Like, you know, without a doubt. Oh, this person loved me. Yes, I do. Yes, they do. Look. That bastard showed up again. I don't mean to call a bastard, but he showed up again. 5 of Wands. 5 of arrows with the 6 of Cups. This somebody from your past. Look, all in their head. 5 of Swords is somebody all in their head. That's somebody willing to win at all costs. 2 of Coins. That's juggling. Look, 10 of Cups. Family. Girl, I mean, I don't know who this is, but anyway. Somebody, I'm done. Ace of Cups again. I'm done. I ain't gonna say it no more. Do what you want to do. If you got love around you, you know what to do. You saw the damn Justice of the Peace card. Don't make me tell you what to do. Okay, that's it. That's it. One day I'm gonna be able to read for my damn self and pull some stuff like that. Alrighty. Once again, thanks for showing up. Hopefully, I didn't bore y'all with talking about boundaries because I'm just talking about what spirit gives to me and how. Let me just share this. I don't just come up with titles, okay? What I do is, again, I meditate. And just like the book, Divine Timing, that's how that came about. Meditation. Setting boundaries came up in my meditation last week, right? I promise you, it hasn't been something I seen or something that I haven't heard where somebody either I saw signs about boundaries or either I heard somebody talking about boundaries. That's how I know it was spiritually led. Now, whether I explained it well enough, I hope I did. But just know that the things I talk about don't come from my personal experience because some of it I'm not there. I'm still working on me. And all this shit I got within me is probably going to take me a while. But just to let you know, none of the stuff I do come from something where I just decide I'm going to write like this. No, I always meditate and it comes to me. And then I always get clarification or confirmation as the days go on. I keep hearing boundaries, boundaries, boundaries everywhere I look. So then that's how I knew it was the right thing to do. Okay. Well, have a fantastic week. You have your reading for the week. Okay? All right. Okay, don't forget my book is going to be on Amazon tomorrow. Also, those that were reaching out for readings, you can email me and I will give you all the information you need. All righty. Have a fantastic week. Love you guys. Bye.